There are many people that pay to go to a gym, but months later, or even years later, they've seen that they've made absolutely no progress at all. And so they've wasted hundreds, if not thousands, of pounds or dollars for a gym membership which hasn't helped them at all. So this video will be regarding why you don't need the gym to get into shape and also stay in shape. And that's by a training style called calisthenics. Calisthenics is where you use your body weight as resistance. Now the benefits of calisthenics training is that it's way less costly to train using calisthenics, and it also saves time because you don't need to travel to a gym if you're doing it at home. So for this training style, you'll need maybe 2 pieces of equipment. So the first one is somewhere where you can do your pull-ups. I bought a door frame pull-up bar, a pull-up bar which you attach to your door frame, for roughly £20. But you don't need to do the way I've done it. You can simply go outside to a park which has a place where you can do pull-ups safely. It doesn't have to be at home, anywhere. The second piece of equipment are some push-up handles. You can use dumbbells as a substitute, which is what I do for my push-ups. And these handles make the push-ups so much harder. And the third piece of equipment, which is only necessary for weighted calisthenics, is a backpack which you can put weighted stuff into. That's all you need. So there's only 3 fundamental exercises which I'm gonna name for this training style. Those 3 are pull-ups, push-ups, and squats. And in the next section, I'll be discussing about how to perform them correctly and safely. So let's get on to it. So the first thing that matters when doing pull-ups is having a good enough grip strength. If you don't have a good enough grip strength, you won't be able to do any pull-ups. To improve your grip, do dead hangs. And that's where you hang onto the bar for as long as you possibly can. And once you build up the grip strength, then you can start practicing pull-ups. So to correctly do a pull-up, start with the dead hang position, and then pull your shoulder blades down so that your back becomes straight and not slouched. And from there, you pull up with your lats to the top of the pull-up position. Hold that for a few seconds if you can, and then go back down, back to the dead hang position. That's a pull-up. I forgot to say this. When you start doing pull-ups, you may notice that you get calluses, which are like these hard bits in your hand where you grip onto. So if you want to solve this, you have to use a finger grip, where you put your fingers over the bar instead of your whole palm. You might find this a bit uncomfortable, but you get used to it. That's what I found. Now you know how to do a pull-up correctly. If you don't have the ability to do a pull-up, I'll be posting a later video on how you can achieve your first pull-up. Now moving on to push-ups. I said that you should have some push-up handles or something that you can use as handles, but they're not really needed. But they are very useful in that they help you develop more range of motion. So the following illustration will show me doing push-ups on some handles. But the form I do with those push-ups can be applied to any push-up. So with the regular push-up, you want to make sure that your hands are shoulder width apart and that you're not like this. You want to take as much surface as you can and then get onto the floor. Make sure that your hips don't sag. So to prevent this, you have to tense your gluteus maximus, or in other words, your bottom. And you keep the squeeze throughout the whole set of push-ups that you do. So for push-ups, I strive for quality of push-ups rather than quantity. You can do quantity if you like to do endurance training. I don't do that. For strength and hypertrophy, I'd say do push-ups, but do them quality. Do quality push-ups, make them slower. So I start the eccentric or the descending slowly. And once I reach the bottom, the max range of motion, then I explosively go back up. Of course, yours doesn't have to be like that. You can do it any way you want, depending on your goals. And that's not how every set of push-ups of mine looks like. I try to change it. So that some days I do it too explosive, some days just however I want to. So yeah, for increased difficulty, a slow eccentric or descending, use a surface to put your feet on, and that stresses the shoulders more and it makes the exercise more difficult. So to create an upper body workout routine using push-ups and pull-ups is incredibly simple. The routine could just be a set of push-ups until close to failure, take a small rest, and after that do a set of pull-ups close to failure. That's the routine. If you want to make it harder, then add more sets. But just make sure that you can do this consistently every day for the rest of your life. And I'll give you the most simple, straightforward answer on when to do this routine. Do the routine every day after you wake up. So the first thing you do in the morning is the routine, the workout routine. Of course, you don't need to follow my advice on when to do it. Just make sure that you're consistently doing it. So that's what I have for you. I thank you for watching the entirety of this video, and I hope you have a good day.